It's Sue here from the Unicorn Advisory, your trusted Kajabi expert, with a Kajabi quick tip for you. Today we are looking at folders in emails, which is a new feature that Kajabi have introduced recently, and it is going to make your life so much easier when you are trying to find old emails, because now you can organize them through folders. Let me show you how you can introduce this if you are not already using it. Just head to your email campaigns. When you go into there, you'll see a familiar list. Maybe if you're like me and you've had Kajabi for a while, you'll have lots of pages of emails to go through. Right now, you can search by the type of email, whether it's an A/B test, event, sequences, and broadcasts. And you can also search by the status, whether it's already sent, whether it's active, scheduled, or draft. And you can use this search bar. But like I said, if you have not named your email something that is easy to remember and you've used the exact same keyword in this title of the email, then it can be difficult to find all of the emails that are relevant, or potentially the exact one that you are doing. Now, I do think it is a good idea, especially if you're doing launch campaigns, to put the date, the month, the year, and the name of the campaign in all of your email titles, just to make it easier if you do want to reference them back in future. But just in case you are not that way inclined, we now have folders, and it will make it so much simpler. So you can go and create the folders first, or do it on the fly. So I'll just show you some that I have created already. Some examples: you might want to put your weekly email newsletters, all of them, into a folder, or perhaps create them year by year, or even month by month if it's not weekly and you're sending out a daily email, just to keep them all a little bit more organized, rather than just having this huge folder of all previous emails. That is entirely up to you, and depending on how many you send. Sequences: maybe you want to keep your active sequences in a separate folder from your old and unused sequences. I personally don't like deleting old sequences. I love that I can just put them all into a folder and kind of forget about them, but they're still there if I want to refer back to them, if I want to check stats and analytics, and check open rates on particular subject lines and all those kinds of things. Potentially even copy the most of an email out to put it into a new campaign. But a folder for that is really helpful, and potentially even work in progress sequences. If you've got things that you're currently working on and you want to be able to quickly access those sequences that you're working on, maybe things that aren't quite finished. So that's an idea. Certainly, I think it's a great idea to put promo emails into a folder. You can either put them into, create a folder for a particular product if you launch that regularly, or you could create a folder for the time of that launch. I like doing them for the time of the launch, whether you want to include pre-launch in one folder, launch campaign, and then follow-up in separate folders, or you just want to at least just have them all together. Being able to click into a folder and see all of the emails that you sent out about a campaign is really, really helpful. The other thing as well that is helpful is once you have categorized them into folders, and you are trying to search for emails, potentially, you might do a search and you'll bring up one and it has this folder. You can just click into that folder from one email, and then it's going to show you everything else that's already in that folder. But what about if you've not touched this yet? If you're like, okay, folders are great, but what do I do? I've got 28 pages. Okay, firstly, something to remember is that all emails is still going to show up regardless. So even if you put them into a folder, you're still going to have this all email list of everything that you can then search through, go into type and status. But if you want to move them, you can move multiple emails at once. So let's just say we want to move this Q&A starts in an hour, and these reminders. Into the reminder, we can highlight all of the emails that we want to move in one hit and then add them to a folder. Now, some caveats: you can only move them into one folder at a time. You can't put things in two folders. So you would choose the folder that you want them to go in and then press save, and it's going to move them. And also, if you come in here and you find you don't have a folder yet, instead of creating all the folders first, you can just add them on the fly. So you can come and just click on to add a folder, add a new name, and then move it in there. So that is up to you. The other option, instead of doing them all at once, is you can move emails one at a time. Maybe if you are creating drafts for emails, so you've got a new launch coming up and you want to just move them so you can easily access everything that you are working on, you can come and just add to folder and just go through one by one and add them to a folder, creating a new folder as you go, if you like. So yes, it's a fantastic feature. Just one of the upgrades that Kajabi has done lately. I mean, I love when there's brand new features, but I love these little incremental changes that Kajabi are making at the moment just to make our lives easier. It's a small thing, but organizing your content and making it easier to find is going to save you time in the long run. So definitely recommend put a little bit of time aside and create that as part of your email strategy. When you are doing them, get into the habit of moving things into folders, because future you is going to appreciate it greatly. If you have any questions about this, or you would like a Kajabi tutorial, or for me to make a quick tip, please do comment down below and I will add that to my quick tip creation list and answer your questions. And if you would like any amazing Kajabi resources, please head to theunicornadvisory.com. We have loads of free stuff and paid resources available. And one last thing, if you could please like and subscribe, I'd be so happy. I do a happy dance every time someone subscribes, so I would appreciate it. Sue from the Unicorn Advisory. See you next time.